I'm on the drugs right now. I can use your love right now. With this steady trying to tear me down.
All right, man. So yeah, fuck it.
That's my one.
Wait. What did we just talk about? Oh yeah, Joe. Okay. I'm thinking, where we at? All right.
So I love this brand new TV we got. It's fucking beautiful. What is that? 30 inches?
We got the screen up, man. We official in this motherfucker. Screen man. All right. So next topic. So let's talk.
Speaking of the dude Joe beat in the election. Since we're talking about Joe Biden, it's like the guy he beat in the election.
Yeah. So we got a next one. If we're staying a little bit political with it, Facebook Oversight Board has upheld the social network's ban of Trump. So basically, it was a company-appointed panel ruled that the ban was justified at the time, but added that the company should reassess its action and make a final decision in 6 months. And then their statement was that they feel that his insurrection in Washington in January, they said it created an environment where a serious risk of violence was possible. And the panel said that ongoing risk is not justified. The ongoing risk is what justified the move. So basically, they still not fucking with Trump. So. Yeah.
All right, so look, this is what Trump said. The two that got taken down and got him banned. So let me read them off. So, in the first post when the insurrection first happened, he said, "I know you're in pain and I know you're I know you're hurt. We had an election that was stolen from us, and it was a landslide election, and everyone knows it." And it was a landslide election, and everyone knows it. Especially the other side, but you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to have respect. We have to have great respect for the people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period, and a time like this has never happened. What else did he say? He said,
"I like turtles."
You like turtles. And then he was like, "This is a fraudulent election, but we can't play into the hands of these people. We have to have peace, so go home. Go home and go in peace." And then the second one, he said, "These are the things and events that happen when a sacred landslide victory is ceremoniously and viciously stripped away from the great patriots who have been treated badly and unfairly treated for so long. Go home and love in peace." So Facebook removed these, the guidelines that he violated were dangerous because of the standard of dangerous individuals and organizations. The reason that they took these posts down is because they wrote that they violated the guidelines because of praise of people who are engaging in violence. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's correct that they took off Donald Trump off of this platform.
Wait, so because he was able to post more stuff recently and then he got taken off again?
No. So he got taken off right after
the Capitol stuff, right?
Exactly, right after the Capitol stuff, and then they waited a 2-week period until he lost his he lost to Joe Biden, and they still haven't banned. So the main thing that Facebook is saying, that the board brought to the meeting is that, okay, yeah, you guys banned him, but if you guys need to make a decision, are you guys going to ban them forever, or are you guys just going to ban them for a little bit and there's a time period? Because that's what Facebook does. If you put something negative out there, they'll ban you for a certain time period.
Where did the post you just read? Where are those from? Where do those tie into this?
Oh, this is Ben Shapiro. He was literally reading off of the case.
He was reading what Trump said? So
I just read
what Trump said and why he got kicked off.
But so that Trump, where was that posted? That was posted on Facebook?
That was on Facebook.
Yeah, but you're saying he's banned, so how did he post on Facebook?
He got that. Those were the two posts that got him
from
banned.
The Capitol riots.
Yeah.
So now he's still banned, and so the board went back and said, should we still keep him banned? So now this is a big story because I guess what they're saying, he's still banned. So it's like a First Amendment type.
These were the older posts that got. Got it.
So I just read those off, and it's like that idea of so you're telling me that he's promulgating violence and stuff like that, but when you read the post, it's not like he's saying to go into the shit and go fight the motherfuckers. If anything, he contradicts himself by saying, "Oh, go home in peace, and we need to respect our law and order and stuff like that." I don't think that's going against the Facebook violations.
I think these, if I remember correctly, I think weren't those posts after the Capitol had happened? Because I feel like this was him trying to get rid of his act when he basically went up there and said, "Y'all motherfuckers go storm that shit." Then it went the way it did, and then he's overcome it. So if they're basing it just off these posts, I see what you're saying, because these posts were more like a cleanup act, like guys go home, but like they already stormed this.
But
bitch.
The main thing is like the inconsistency with Facebook policies. You know, if you're gonna tell somebody who's praising violence, like, shouldn't you be telling the news media outlets the same exact shit? They all got your platform. They're all on the platform. Especially like, okay, I'm not saying that the protests, the riots, and the looting was right, but there was a lot of news outlets that were like, yo, yeah, this isn't correct, but we understand that they got unjustly served.
So you don't agree with the ban?
No, hell no, because think about that. If Donald Trump can get banned like that, what does that mean for us? What does that mean for most people, like, in their fucking freedom of expression?
I think it means the same thing that it already meant. There's guidelines on a platform. You abide by them or you don't.
But they're being inconsistent with their guidelines.
But you're talking about these quotes, but you don't think he spread hate through Twitter? Through his posts or through the ones that
we're talking about Facebook.
I know, but
this is a Facebook ban.
Yeah, but he's using
Twitter owns Facebook.
He's using his Facebook account to communicate with these terrorists. And even if he's not like telling them to storm the Capitol now, it's been established that they listen to what he says, and Facebook view that his ability to have his bully pulpit on Facebook and contact all these people is dangerous. And they believe with his also breaking the community guidelines, also the fact that he's lying on these posts too, is a danger to, Facebook as well as like the American society. So I feel like they're pretty just in removing him from the website.
I can't see the just.
What about,
because if people, there was violence during riots, right?
Yeah.
There was looting during riots. There was a lot of things that happened during the riot for a good cause.
But there was no organizer.
Okay, but look,
there was no organizer.
One thing he's saying, if you think about because one of the rules is divisive things that aren't fact-based, right? So do you think that it's divisive? Is it or not divisive, him saying that the election is rigged when all these people just went and attacked something? Like he's putting out the message that the system is flawed. And so even on our videos, if we put out some political stuff going out, even if you look up conspiracy videos on YouTube, you won't find them because they're going to get taken down because they don't really let you speak on things like that. So I do think if you're saying the election is rigged and you're continuing to perpetuate that with all the hate groups that are formed around you, I think it is detrimental. But at the end of the day, though, I just think it's their platform. Like, you have all the rules. If someone comes on a radio station, you have a radio interview and you want to just talk about whatever, they're going to censor you. You can't say whatever you want on someone else's platform. End of the day, so it's like, even if it's not fair, you're on someone else's platform, you sign the guidelines.
Yeah, but if these platforms have rights for every single person that's on these platforms, it's like, You're singling one person out. What would this mean for the future? Like, what if somebody else is trying to speak on some shit? And
if you're a civilian and you're inciting violence,
not even civilian, you could talk about the news media outlets.
But it's different for him because of the position that he's in, his popularity. So if you're curating your website and you have somebody who is popular, let's say Chris Brown said, "Hey, everybody go kick babies," and then the next day you have 20,000 babies get kicked in the face or something like that. It's like, you're going to look at Chris Brown and say, hey, you told people to go kick babies, so babies got kicked. Now you see like the repercussions of what happened. Yeah. But as a website and you're managing that as a business, you can't allow that. You can't allow people to just incite violence or just say whatever the fuck they want. Like, that's why you have people that might be hit on like a FBI secret terrorist list for saying like, down with the country, like fuck the FBI, which, I mean, it's great. America's the only country where you could do that, like pretty much judge the system and stay alive and live to tell the day. But at a certain point, you do cross that line because it's like, bro, you understand the position of power that you have. And as a website, as a business, if you were a CEO and it's money and ad revenue involved, you wouldn't allow somebody to just incite violence on your platform and openly accept it by letting that happen. And you're a private company, so you can do that. You can cut people off if you want to.
Yeah, I understand that.
When you sign an account, you check the box, privacy, terms, conditions. Terms and conditions, read them, motherfucker. Like, they say shit in there.
The thing that they wrote off of the terms and condition, it's like they're saying that he's, what's it called? He's promoting the violence. I don't think he was promoting the violence from those posts.
From those posts, but from before when he said
I
go storm the
understand,
Capitol.
but it's like those aren't the ones that got him banned for the specificity of the case.
So if-
it's
okay.
like, okay, that's not. But why can't we ban all these other news places that's promoting violence in a sense
By
like,
just putting it out.
Not even that, because think about it. Like during the looting, everybody was like, okay, this is like okay for people to go burn down cities and shit and have like $1 billion in property. But look, because that's the thing. Because like if you're on the other side of it, if you're on both sides, I think just because you're on the winning side, you might feel okay. You know. You know, because everybody's agreeing with you.
At the same time, posts like that were taken down. Though. Like if you're inciting violence, so like if a media outlet is just saying what happened, you can't really fault it for saying what happened. But if a media outlet that was that big that was promoting violence, then yeah, they're gonna get taken down. But I see what you're saying.
Why doesn't LeBron's post get taken down? You're next.
Which one?
Deleted it.
Oh, he deleted it?
That.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the one about the killing? Yeah, he deleted that one.
Yeah.
But even then, it's not really you voicing your opinion of like, oh, this isn't right. Is one thing, but if you've continuously incited violence on, because he's already banned from Twitter, which isn't Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg owns Twitter, so like he's already banned from there. I feel like I see what you're saying in terms of if we're just basing it off these comments, it's not entirely fair if we're trying to just follow by the rules of the thing. I think the only reason we're seeing it differently only because also we're Trump haters. I feel like
I'm a Trump hater. Don't
No,
get
I'm
that
not a
wrong.
Trump
Do
hater.
not get that
But
wrong. I'm just going for like what's just.
So we're inclined
Like-
to shit on him, but I feel like we're just looking at it in terms of end of the day. If you're on someone else's platform, they can do whatever the fuck they want, and they do shadow ban a lot of accounts. A lot of people tell you, yeah, this nigga's been banned multiple
But a
times from Twitter.
platform
Yeah.
is so big now. You know, you guys have had like everybody's on these platforms. I won't say
Bro, all that,
everybody.
He's
it's
been
an
banned.
algorithm. Yeah, it's an algorithm.
This dude has been banned several times.
I've
He
been
couldn't argue with
suspended
nobody.
multiple times on Twitter.
He couldn't send nothing back to him. It's just
Yeah.
like, nigga, you on their platform, you trickled the line, you fucking, apparently they didn't focus. Same with Instagram too. Like,
Yeah.
When they start banning, ooh, that shit gets scary, dog.
But their banning is inconsistent because there's hella
Yeah.
people who are doing the same shit that you're doing, but they don't get banned.
They don't have this big of a platform, but I think honestly,
It's
I think
bullshit.
But I think what you're saying is true. It's not equal, cause yeah, if you're Joe Blow and you want to post some crazy shit, I'm sure there's people posting crazy racist shit all the time. No one cares as much. But when you're able to convey damn near an army of white people to storm the fucking Capitol building, it's like, yeah, we not fucking with you. We can't have you on our app because we've seen how divisive you are. Y'all shit got set up through a Reddit. You are not going to put out shit on my platform. If I'm Mark Zuckerberg,
okay,
I'm saying fuck you. You not pumping on my platform. I'm not going to risk that. I got
Facts.
ads to sell.
So like if Mark Zuckerberg dies and we get some super conservative motherfucker that's running big tech, what would it be like? You know, like if he's okay with these types of posts.
It would hurt his brand. I think it's gonna fuck up his ad. If he came out and if
He basically created social media.
No, you said if Mark Zuckerberg died.
If he died and somebody else replaced him who was opposing his views.
Well, why would someone replace him? Why would someone take over his company that's opposing his views? But even if they were, it's over. Again, think about it. It's their business. So if someone takes over a radio station, you're not going to be like, yeah, I fuck with Trump. Let's promote Trump. Because regardless, it's end of the day, we have ad revenue coming in. We have advertisers. We have a big-ass platform that the whole goal of them is how do we keep people on the screen and not get sued for nothing and get hella ad revenue and get all these advertisers happy. But that's like what fucked up with YouTube, where, you know, there was ad revenue on shit of like guns, different shit, and the advertisers hit them like, yo, there's racist videos with our ads attached to them. What the fuck is going on? So it's like, if you're managing a business, I think the business is still gonna say fuck them.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying.
I guess it's just that now they're giving him 6 months to either unban him or just disable him completely. That's the main, because Facebook kind of lost in this in a sense, because they were just like, yeah, we're just gonna keep him banned.
We'll check back in.
Yeah, but now it's like, yo, you got 6 months.
But you know-
Go, like, make a fucking decision.
Isn't it-
Like I would rather have them make the decision of like, okay, your shit's disabled forever. Cool, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Isn't it kind of like funny how you can go, like the way social media is, it really is so big of a platform, because we'll joke like, oh, he unfollowed me, big deal, but like you see a guy who was just the president of the United States trying to get back on Facebook, like, yo, unlock my account.
Yeah.
Don't let me,
Yeah,
like,
that's
nigga,
a big
imagine
one.
you on MySpace, yo, let me get my account back. Like you really see how social media is so important nowadays in terms of getting your message out, being in the now, and
Also being a
fucking-
celebrity, That's huge. Holy shit. That's a really good way of looking at it.
That's
Man, the
fucking
real
wild.
question is, when is he dropping the podcast?
Bro, I kind of need Trump back. I can't even lie.
Y'all gonna tap in with the Trump podcast? Be honest.
Yeah.
I might see some
hey,
clips from a third party, you know?
We need something to talk about.
Yeah. Just go watch
Come
that
back
shit.
with some.
And also,
opportunity.
I want to hear the dirty deeds of America. You know?
No, they got guns to his face. He can't say shit.
Right.
It's not cameras pointed at him.
No, they feel like they got a gun behind the camera, bro. Why would you say, homie? It's on tape delay.
All right, fuck it. Hey, let's stay semi-political in this motherfucker. Only because these motherfuckers is
Trying to tell you now.
Girl, I'm off the drugs right now. I could use your love right now, but they steady trying to tear me down. I just wanna tell you now.